Welcome back to Pisces TV with Montana B. This is our Moon Day Monday reading. Pisces for the collective. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Wherever it falls in your chart. Emphasis on the Virgo energy as we are in a Virgo moon. So we'll talk a little bit about how that may affect you and those in your environment. Where it falls in your chart. Placement is everything. So though you may have a Pisces sun or moon when you gravitated toward this video, wherever Virgo falls could be significant, and especially those of you dealing with Virgos, okay? So as we get started, take a moment, take a look in the description box. All of the information is there that you need for products and services. If you are interested in booking a reading, there's a link to my store, my contact information if you'd like to follow me online, as well as the link to our Patreon platform where our membership services are located. Here on YouTube. We do have the community board that is very essential, so I will say it may benefit you to subscribe so that you can hit that notification bell, and those of you that are doing so, be sure to hit all, as I do update quite frequently, as well as post a lot of contests, giveaways, how you can register to do things, our agenda and schedule when I have them, like Mondays for the moon reading. So if you're interested in the moon cycles, if you're a human being with a natal chart and a Pisces, right, the moon may affect you. I don't care if it's you working with moon magic or whatever. So stay tuned to get those notification bells for all of the moon readings. I would, recommend doing so. I like them. All right. As we get started, like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about Virgo energy, strong emphasis on Virgo moon, and then I'm also going to shuffle out an oracle card. There's no extended to these bonus readings, so that's a benefit that you catch it all here. You can set the intention to get a question answered at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. Okay, watch the whole thing, kind of get, set those intentions, and we'll pull a card for you at the end of the video. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with Virgo is earth energy, right? It's crazy that the polarity is negative, so that would make Pisces positive. That's kind of cute. It's your polar opposite almost, kind of like the Venus-Mars energy, but with earth and water. So that's kind of cool. The lucky gem is peridot. Okay, sunflowers and marigold flowers could be significant. I like the marigold lipstick. My friend made some lipstick, which was kind of cool. Or no, nail polish. It was like a gold nail polish. I'm lying. They say that Pisces goes well. That Virgos go well with Cancer energy. So some of you could have, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces moon, or be dealing with that. The ruling planet is Mercury, and the energy is mutable. The ruling house is the 6th house, so that may be significant. Now, I like Virgo energy because I think of Beyonce. Maybe that's why she likes yellow. Maybe that's why she works so hard to be dealing with the Sagittarius. Could be a very practical type woman. You know what I'm saying? And then look, you got a notification when that came up. A friend, I like that. The energy itself, when it comes to the moon, could talk about shyness, overthinking, overanalyzing. So maybe even the shadow aspects of Virgo, being overly critical of yourself or others. Just be mindful of that, as we are approaching that Mercury retrograde energy. And we don't want to be overly critical of ourselves or others. And you may notice that you could have, nervous tension where you're thinking about a lot. And others of you where there isn't that, or if you're looking for a solution, maybe that's why Virgos stay busy. Maybe that's why they're always doing something, because, study long, study wrong. You sit too long, you start overthinking things. So that, is the energy. Okay. Strength, loyalty, again, analytical, kind and hardworking, practical. And then, like I said, the weaknesses could be shyness, worry, or overly critical of self or others. So be mindful. The card that came out, our oracle card, we have compassion. I like that. And it says that the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment. Look at that. And be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. So it talks about compassion. I absolutely love that. We have emergence. at the bottom of the deck. So approaching something with a childlike attitude and innocence. And then we have universal love. I like that. That activates the connection we feel toward each other. Awesome, awesome energy. Any of you, and actually when I said they're compatible with Cancer, it's Cancer and Pisces. Lucky day could be Wednesday. And lucky numbers for some of you who are into that kind of thing. Look, 15 is one of them. You got 15 here with compassion. They say all the numbers that are associated with fives. Ain't that crazy? And me being a Pisces, that was never really my favorite number, especially after learning tarot. But for Virgos, 5, 14, 15, 23, 32. That's what I got. Some of y'all be asking me for them numbers. Maybe I'll start putting that in the videos. And tarot is entertainment, so please use your own discernment. Don't call me and say, girl, I ain't win nothing. Unless you plan on calling me and sharing the wealth. If you hit the mega, whatever it's called. All right. So let's go. Cause I'm sorry, I do try to be neat. I take these cards out. If I don't put them right back up, then you got to miss. Okay. Let's go with, for the moon energy, star seeds. Star seeds have a lot of moon energy, and this is moon day. So we're going to use our star seed oracle. Or do you guys want tarot? You don't care? Okay. So it said y'all don't care. We can do it all. I don't mind. I kind of want to do tarot though. So let's see what we have here that flows with compassion. That's Virgo energy, being grounded. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, so while I said maybe some are going to be really, really busy, others of you, tenderness and rest could be important. And let's go with our Moon Day cards. So who needs some rest? Y'all need some rest? We coming over this holiday, honey. I know you guys may have taken a break, been traveling, dealing with family. I don't know. I don't think Virgo, maybe that's why they need it. But I don't think Virgos rest too much. The Ten of Swords may have something to do with it. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords. I feel like the Ten of Swords is a bunch of information. Okay? You could be overwhelmed by information or the lack of conversation. So not understanding something. All right? The Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So are we needing to let go of something, Pisces? Is there something that we can let go of within this moon cycle that may help us? Maybe. The Four of Pentacles in the reverse is like not the best energy for me when I think about the Emperor and the number 4 and the Pentacles upright. It could talk about holding on too tightly, a need to save, not releasing something, overly controlling. It also in reverse indicates a lack of something solid and dependable. There is nothing really reliable to hold on to. So that Ten of Swords is just saying that maybe it's time to let something go or don't speak it into existence. It could have been rock bottom for some of us. Or you may be spending some money if you emptying out the savings account. Now, in the way you need to know, there's the Six of Swords advising us to move away from chaos. Now, if this is someone in your environment, because the Six of Swords is going this way, it just says that, there may lack reliability in something that you're moving toward. And that's not being discussed with the Ten of Swords. So maybe we should think about that. Okay. If this has anything to do with the past, we have home for some of you. We have domestic issues. We have the Ten of Cups. Now, the Ten of Cups with the Ten of Swords is definitely some mind-boggling energy. I'll say that. So focusing may be necessary, and what to hold on to and what to let go of if there's some confusion in the air. When I talk about the things that are going on outside, in the environment, on the news, some information that may not be reliable, so it's just like be mindful of that. We have the Page of Cups, and what's crowning you, that is that youth-like energy. I feel that you're not holding on to what others say, not being overly critical of yourself, And the Page of Cups is definitely the busy mind that I say could be mind-boggling, or this this energy of, like I said, the pure essence of not being tainted by the world and what it thinks. Okay. Now, there could be conflicts or challenges financially, or it says that you're kind of halfway through something. For some of you, there's a transformation, I feel, or it's asking for a change of some sort, because now you have 13 swords, and 13 is a very, transformative number when it talks about the death card. You could be ending a hard cycle. I do like that. Isolation, staying indoors. So for some of you, it is resting and staying indoors. I was thinking about that because we've been on holiday time or whatever, and things open back up on Monday. And so if you own a business, or if you planned on running errands, it may not be the best time because it's Monday, fresh after a holiday weekend. In the environment, for some of you, it could be the weather. The Queen of Swords always reminds me of the cold. Here's your number 15 again. Here's Capricorn. I have the Fool card at the top of the deck. So there could be someone in your environment that tries to talk you out of something. And it's like, listen to your best judgment, listen to source, be teachable, take risk, and be daring, because the Queen of Swords is like going to swear that they have the answer, and they're going to tell you to leave something alone that may not be in your best interest, but what they think according to their experiences. Okay. In the hopes and fears, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. You have 3 10s. Some of you are definitely going to be using your discernment toward a situation. Okay. And it's a decision that you'll have to make alone. Even though in your environment there's wisdom, that could be you. Okay. To move away from that. Now, these swords is like 7 swords. These swords is like 13 swords. And both of those numbers are a contribution to luck. So some of y'all may win something or do something, or that 15, 5, 32, or 23 could be significant. 23 is the number of Venus. So it could be an opportunity in love, I don't know, or a situation with love. But 7 is considered a lucky number, whereas the 13 isn't. But that's contradiction, or, it's debatable depending on different religions and ancient society. So I did think that was neat, how the 7 and the 13 come up, that both talk about luck. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune, and we were talking about the Wheel of Fortune tonight or yesterday in our tarot talk. So I'm going to read it from Thought Tarot, just to add a little bit of, refresher here. So let's see, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and that's what I was going to say when I said you may have to use your discernment. The 10-10-10 rule, where it's like, how does something affect you, 10 minutes from now, 10 months from now, 10 years from now, if we're still dealing with some of the same things? Okay, just be mindful of that. The planet is Jupiter, so Jupiter could be doing something in our favor, where it talks about expansion. The Wheel of Fortune is about destiny-laden change, a turn towards the good. And some of you, that rock bottom energy in the current, it doesn't have to be your energy. It could be in your environment, or someone not speaking, kind of holding back. And you may want an apology, an answer. And that ain't going to happen. Could be somebody that ghosted you. For some of you guys that you're holding on to with this Hermit here. Others of you, it talks about your path, or maybe something spiritual, going within and releasing things that are within once and for all. Even though most of us, dedicated ourselves to doing that toward the end of the year. We're not perfect, right? So this card is about, like I said, change, a turn toward the good, okay? Because whatever it is that you came into this reading in search of, or some of you guys may have just been curious, but it could say you may have been unsatisfied or troubled about something. So you were looking, to this card. Oh, look, and the Hermit is Virgo energy. So that's kind of cool. It says to trust destiny. Okay, and regardless of where it may lead, to trust destiny along your path. Okay, it is certain that everything occurs according to the cosmic law symbolized by the wheel of Dharma. Notice it didn't say karma. Okay, and I absolutely love that. Something new begins, a completion of a cycle. So for a lot of us, there's a completion of a cycle. And if I were to look at the cards and say, well, what is the completion of the cycle? This Three of Swords just talks about heartbreak. The Ten of Swords could talk about betrayal or not speaking, the information not clicking. You know what I'm saying? Some losses we could have taken, and something we released. So I definitely like that. But that's crazy. I just now noticed that we're talking about the Virgo moon, and the challenging aspect is Virgo with this Four of Pentacles. Okay. The Four of Pentacles, if there is an astrological correspondence, that may be significant. Let me see. The Four of Pentacles here, because this card gonna tell me, or this deck is gonna tell me. I don't always remember because my brain is like, oh look, Sun in Capricorn. So where we had that number 15 and where we had the Devil card come out a second ago, this is Sun in Capricorn energy, but in the reverse. So it's about exterior wealth and worldly power. So this is like not being critical or judgmental, not looking on the outside for things. This is about going within, a wise ruler, stability and solid foundation. Now see, that's the thing. Some of you guys may be working towards stability and solid foundations. And the Ten of Swords just says that for some of you, maybe that's not clicking together. Okay? Where you have to be in receiving mode with our Queen of Swords, which talks about receptivity. She is everything that I said she was a second ago, which could be someone in your environment or you. But also she does listen, even though she gives the advice. She listens not to respond, but to receive. She's very intellectual. And the the Six of Swords, where it talks about moving away from chaos, and the Ten of Cups, this could be domestic issues for some of you guys. And when I say domestic, I mean family, friends, household, your day-to-day life, etc. Okay? Now, the outcome, okay, I see a few things. Contentment, okay, especially those of you that are couples, because I have the King of Swords here with the Magician. So I feel that, I'm going to take some clarifiers because that's tricky. For some of you, it's wish fulfillment. This Houdini here with Pisces in a cup, you know what I'm saying? And the Wheel of Fortune just saying that something goes in your favor. And some of you anticipated this, even though there could have been some interruptions. Okay, how about that? Looking within yourself is important, to not look at competition. So if I was going to be lowball and petty, especially those of you in relationships, don't go prying. And I set this same example for this Mercury retrograde energy. Don't pick, don't worry, don't, all of that. If you're not in a relationship, it's like, don't compare yourself to others. I feel like we don't need the Empress energy right now, to go within, to avoid chaos and confusion and arguments and bickering. Yeah, I do feel like that. Okay. So here we have, look at that, a new beginning, the Nine of Cups. So we have the Nine of Cups as the outcome, clarifying this Ten of Swords with the Fool. So it's definitely a new beginning. And it's also finding contentment with any baggage that you may have brought with you through this year. How about that? The Four of Pentacles, we have the end of something and hope for something else. Why do I say that? Here's the Death card and here's Star. So the Death talks about endings and transformation. Also Scorpio energy. The Star talks about hope and something to come with Aquarius energy. So I like that. With the Six of Swords and the what you need to know, Tower moments. It could be you or someone in your environment. Uncertainty. The shadow aspect of the Emperor, or our shadow side, our ego. Avoiding that. Avoid conflict. Okay? Avoid conflict, avoid conflict, avoid conflict. The Ten of Cups, and as I say this, and somebody come my way with something, I do try to remember, like, damn, I did say that. And it's not always easy, because I'll say something slick, not too much. But if somebody provokes me, it's like sometimes after I respond, within the response, or sometimes before, I'll say, man, I did say something about not tripping. Okay. Now, double emphasis on those of you living within a household. All right. Outside of that, it just talks about super consciousness and your connection to the divine for others of you. Okay. Boom. That's something about the past. So maybe remembering that when, as you go along your way, situations change or something comes up, you have this different connection, this different way of thinking, and a euphoric ability. So where others may still be struggling within, and some of us Pisces, maybe some of you have the ability to find contentment within self. And so that keeps you from some of the negativity that others may feel because of this Virgo moon. Okay. The Two of Wands, which is taking a different direction, because the Page of Cups, honey, ain't got no problems with nobody. They happy, they understand. That's the essence of Pisces. Before we get all that other stuff y'all be typing in the comments, seeing the world as your oyster and thinking and dreaming the impossibles, which is why this Star card is here with this transformation. Okay, so I love that some of you already feel this. You've already hit rock bottom and you understand why, and you're on a new path that involves this Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Three of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, so that's 8 swords for me, and it could have felt like a series of unwanted thoughts, unwanted feelings or conditions is what I'll say. Somebody could have kicked you when you were down. You could feel life did that to you, source did it to you or something, but it just talks about feeling defeated. Now, those of you where we're saying don't feel defeated, we have spending too much time in thought where you're investing your thoughts, and then here's the Devil card again. Okay, so have discipline, order, and structure when it comes to your investments financially and where you're investing your time and energy, I feel. Okay, go within, because maybe this one of them situations where the devil gonna be busy on it. Okay, Source said no, but I just like saying that, and it's not nice because it's like I'm making fun of people. We have strength and love. You find that within. So we have the Strength card up here with the 8 of Cups, and we have the 9 of Cups, which sometimes talk about love for me, but the Hermit is representing love and strength. So I feel like most of you will not be in the shadow energies of Virgo, and I appreciate that. Maybe that's why universal love and all that kind of stuff came up in the thing. But people in your environment, Virgo, this our, Pisces, we're Pisces, and our polarity is Virgo. Those are our buddies. Other people may not be feeling this. So that's where you just kind of turn that cheek. You ain't got time for it, because the moon could be interfering, with their mentality, with their money, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. So look how these 8 swords came back up as in the environment, and we have 8 swords in the what's coming, of this situation. Okay. Clearing out the subconscious for a lot of us, the universe is doing it, and I don't appreciate it sometimes, but it's necessary. Where I have this Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups, and for me it talks about the subconscious, especially since I'm grooving over here to the 10 of Cups. It also gives me that loving, nurturing energy where the Queen of Swords is an 8 of Swords, and I don't know if I like that. This shift in this wheel here brings us back to the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and this natural nature of you, Pisces, with this page, which talks about watering your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. And we have the universe, so I feel like the universe is behind this. Okay. I like it. And then you have the Sun card, so I feel like there's some validity to what I said. The 9 of Cups. Okay. Getting over disappointments, there's a change. Something, maybe this is your energy, somewhere where you may have felt disappointment in how you look at things, being overly critical of yourself or a situation. You find contentment, and that's where the change comes from, where you start manifesting differently. And I feel like moving out of this disappointed energy in the 5 of Cups and then coming into this contentment with the 9 of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Disc, that's grounded. That's earth energy. So I feel like a wish fulfillment, and I wonder, people do reach out to me and tell me what's going on, but when I see the Ace of Disc and I say some type of reward, I'm confident that there's victory in that for a lot of you, and this 6 of Wands did come out. It could talk about your awareness, where you could have been triggered by some of your decisions or what life was given to you. Now, Source said by some of your decisions, I added what life was given to you, because I know some of us have not accepted that we are co-creators. But the Ace of Pentacles is also kind of like the labyrinth to me, or life, your path, the directions you take and all that kind of stuff. And the Six of Wands could be victory, like I said, for some of you, happiness, contentment, wish fulfillment. It could be all of those things. But for those of you where I said don't be nitpicky when it comes to relationships or your little booze or whatever, with this Mercury energy kicking up dust, don't feed into that. Don't be bickering and stuff online. Family members, friends, co-workers, bosses that have things to say or to critique you and give you all of this advice, or just have some nasty energy. You have the wreath of peace around you. You have the needle in the haystack, which is Source and the universe, and you have no worries, where others around you may. Like I said, believe that, and rewards are to come, because it's about manifesting and your energy. Don't believe it, and you probably won't get that. So we can do a science project. Try it for a week. See what happens. Now let's do your pick a card, just to personalize it for you, because I like doing that. And we're going to use our numinous moon. I think they kind of like moon energy cards to and we're talking about natal charts and stuff like that to give you some extra. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3, and I am also going to shuffle one for the collective. Okay, group 1. Hold on. I want to present itself to me. There is your card. Group 2. There is your card. Group 3, here is your card. For the collective, we got transformative energy, renewal, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, cycles, rebirth, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos. I see Pluto and transformation there. And in your reputation, so that Six of Wands, where it talks about being recognized, that has a lot to do with it. Some of you, it's your career. Others of you, it is those authority figures. And for my soul, life purpose, persons, it could be your purpose. All right. Oh, we have the Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry. And that does sometimes talk about an inheritance. The 10th house also talks about not only reputation, but a legacy of some sort. So look at that. You a star and a legacy and all that kind of stuff. You ain't got to deal with none of this other stuff. Group 1, you have the number 9. That's a strong number, and it talks about seeking. The 9th house, travel, adventure, higher education, faith, belief, spiritual quest, journalism, religion, guru, and risk taking. So that new beginning or that fool card could be for you. Group 2, you got Neptune, and it talks about dreams. There's my Page of Cups. Imagination, the subconscious, self-sacrifice. Look, universal love. Meditation, spirituality, fantasies, the ether, okay? Enchantment, confusion, and magic. I think enchantment. Group 3, you got intimacy. See what I'm saying? So watch those close connections. But it talks about investments, which also came up with the Four of Pentacles. We have the, I wanted to say 7 swords. I did want to say that, but it says secrets. So, Kundalini energy, also that inheritance, the obsession still, the underworld, and contracts. So I don't know, but you got 8th house. I do hope that helps, Pisces. Stay tuned as the daily vibe will be posted, and whatever else we talk about today, which is usually love and money, honey. All right. Until next time, guys. Namaste.